So as you can see, I am sitting here in my capsule. I had an entire video planned of me running T1 sites and talking about the money I was making and talking about the comparisons to the ISK per hour that I was pulling from T0 sites compared to T1 sites and how long each one of them were doing. I was also doing walkthroughs for X and Y site, and I have decided that because I died to a Kikimora spawn, that I would show you my kill mill. I will show you how much it cost me, 17 million ISK, and you can see that I died to the striking Kikimora, which is just fantastic. I don't know why it says that the Spark Grip Tessera was the final blow, because it wasn't. That's just kind of bugged. I dropped a decent amount of loot. That's not really a big deal. I lost 17 million in my ship. It's what I had in it. Now that being said, we will watch the video and we'll talk about some idiotic, stupid things that I did and that I could have done better to survive. We'll talk about those things. But I also want to show that even though I did lose 17 million on that, this is what I managed to pull out of the sites I had run. I managed to pull 29. So even though I did die, even though I lost 17 mil, I'm still ISK positive. So I'm going to reinvest back into the ship, buy another one, get it all fitted up, and then hopefully come bring back another video of me doing much better. So yes, there is more risk in the T1 Abyss, and we finally have, I guess, met our match. I guess that it's kind of funny. It is what I deserve, I guess, with having been steamrolling T0s and just pretty much abusing them. This is, I guess, what I get. I had some bad piloting. That's not really the biggest deal. The biggest issue was I just made bad choices, and it's going to happen. You're always going to lose ships in the Abyss at some point. I just didn't think that I would be popping my ship loss cherry this soon. So it is kind of sad. And it was a 17 mil loss, but we've definitely made more than that. We have 85 mil sitting there in the bank and another 29 mil sitting right here. So all in all, I think it's okay. It still does suck. Here I am. I have landed into this site, and I make a mistake at first. I prioritize the biocache, which I shouldn't be prioritizing in this moment. The most important thing that you can do with this is just start orbiting the Spark Grip Tessera at something greater than 10 kilometers. I would do something along the lines of 12. As long as you're within X-ray range, your X-ray crystal range, it should be out of its best orbit, and you will be able to apply damage. And if you want to be even safer and don't mind going a little bit slower, you can just apply standard. As you can see in just a second, I fly way too close and I start going, oh crap. Here it is. This is the death of me. I thought this is what would kill me, but spoilers. Like I said earlier, this isn't what does it. But it does hurt a lot. And I barely make it out. Overheating is the only thing that saved me, and I finally squeak out of the Tessera's range to where it starts actually missing, and I start orbiting, and I manage to take it down. And it's not a very difficult thing to kill, but you have to make sure that you are prioritizing controls, and you can do manual piloting to keep it at a safe distance, or you can also do an orbit. I found that the orbit, you usually go, if you're going faster than the ship, the orbit works, and very little manual piloting was needed. I just flew way too close, but thankfully I survived. So I managed to survive, which is just a miracle. It feels like a miracle, and I was flustered and flabbergasted. Thankfully, the next room was just just drifter cruisers, easy peasy, nothing wrong. And on the same run, I jump into the last room, and this is what I see: a Kikimora and a Damavik, and it just starts going south from there. Now, I don't know if they were in a tachyon cloud, I think that's the speed cloud, or what, but it felt like the Kikimora was flying at 1,300 meters per second or kilometers per second, whatever it is. That felt a little fast. I feel like they're not supposed to fly that fast, and I could just be confused, but I've always been under the impression that I was faster than them. But that being said, on my primary character, I think I may use micro warp drives more often. But I'm in the middle of a cloud, and I'm thinking, okay, this is going all right. And then I make a fatal mistake. I orbit exceedingly close to the Kikimora. I should have used this speed cloud to slingshot myself away from him and not let his damage spool up. I slow myself down manually. The Kikimora starts tracking, and I start getting hit and hit and hit, and I'm overheating everything, trying to heal it, and I'm working on killing it, and then boom. That's just it. That's all she wrote. You cannot, or at least in the frigates, and with as low defenses as I have and armor, you cannot fly that close to those frigates. You have to keep range in order to survive. And there you have it. That is all she wrote for my first ship. So I am a little bit pressed for time, and I wish I could do a better video, and I'll work more on it, but it is what it is. So this is kind of a hobby and a side project for me. But I got some bigger plans to just explore the abyss more, and this is not going to set me back. This isn't going to keep me from doing more runs with different ships. Right now I'm thinking about refitting the slicer fit that I had and just trying to fly better. I've been training skills in the background, and I am in better shape than the last time that I died. So we will have to see. But in the meantime, I hope you guys fly safe and you enjoy your time out there in the abyss.